Okay guys, now the first thing that I want to do is I want to put our Sublime text next to each other with our HTML file. So I'm going to open this and to change it like that, one next to each other so you can see better. And I made the shrift here bigger so you can see better. And now we are going to start writing our HTML. And we already talked about tags, but there is something else that you need to know every time when you start writing your HTML page. Every time in the beginning of the HTML5 page, you need to write exclamation mark doc type with capital letters HTML and close this tag. And this is actually not exactly a tag. This is something like documentation that you need to put in the beginning of your HTML page when you're writing HTML5. With previous versions of HTML, that was much more complex, but this right here is pretty easy to remember. Just remember that this is something that you need to put in the beginning of your HTML document, and you do it only once and forget about it. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to wrap up everything in HTML tags, and we are going to type starting tag and closing tag. And actually when you start typing the closing tag, when I put the slash here, it's automatically filling the closing tag for me, so it's a nice shortcut. And inside of our HTML tags, we are going to put head. Just press enter and it's automatically putting it for me. And below the head, we are going to put body. So this is the beginning of every HTML document, and in the head we only want to have title. So type title, press enter, and it's automatically going to write it for you. And our title will be HTML course for beginners, for example. I'm going to save this with Ctrl and S, and if I refresh the page now, we don't see anything in the browser because there is actually nothing in our body. If we write something here and save this and we refresh here, you'll see this text. We have it in our browser. And something else that I want to show you is that can be pretty useful for you is if you right click in your browser and click inspect, you can actually see the HTML here. So you can expand the head and you will see what is inside of the head. You can see what is inside of the body, and this can be pretty useful for you if you want to check a bigger website and you don't have the access to the code, for example. You can just inspect the website and see the HTML written here. There is a lot of stuff that you can check here, but I don't want to make this complicated. We will stick to this tab right here, elements, from where you can check the HTML, but we will have it here. I'm just showing you this as an example. If you want to check some other website, it's pretty cool.